Now, as I said, what we need to be looking at is now the Australian dollar. It is the second or the strongest currency after, or the second strongest currency after the euro. But if you look at the weekly chart over here, the high of this morning was 110. The high of last week was 109. That might be the beginning of a sell signal. And if you can see it much clearly over here today, we had a breakout, or we had a continuation to the upside, serious continuation to the upside, probably prior to the news came out, and that minor selling that you see could be a sign of people trying to hedge their bets by not buying the Australian, or not shorting the Australian. So it's not a major sell signal. So we now refresh my screen. I already did. Janet, can you see my screen? Hello, can you guys see the chart? I can see it on my computer, the Aussie dollar daily chart. Hello? Anybody there? It's all good. Okay, good. Alright, because Janet sent me a text. Yeah, I know, okay. Alright, so we're okay now. Alright. So, okay, you can see up here that this is a minor sell signal over here. It is not a major sell signal. It is just a pause, if you will. I mean, it's just you cannot say that this is what. I mean, my money is more on the upside because we really don't have a sell sign, any sell signal so far. So we need to identify a much more clearer sell signal and a much more clearer buy signal. If we can't pick them up from the daily chart, we will try to identify them from the intraday chart. From what you see over here, just the way these are layering out, look at these. That means we should be expecting some big move in the US dollar on either side, and my bet in this case would be actually more so what we're going to do is this. This is it's quite a tricky setup over here. It doesn't want to go up and it doesn't want to come down. But anyway, so in this case I have here two zones over here, so it's only, this is like 50 pips away. It's a lot of money here. Tell you what, this is what we're going to do. we're going to do this and be very surgical about it. We're going to be very precise about it. There is no real way Joa, to find. I mean, when somebody tells you this is accumulation and this is distribution, they really have no idea, because for every buyer there is a seller. It's just if 10 guys are selling, each 10, one is buying 100, so that is accumulation. But in reality, it's just playing on word when they tell you this is supply and demand and this is whatever. But if it's not moving anywhere, my way of interpretation of accumulation and distribution is, if it's not selling off, if it is not being sold, it is not capitulating, it is not coming down, then I mean, this is what I call accumulation, if you will. This is what I call accumulation. But in this area over here, I mean, probably it's still being accumulated. So there is no way. The way to define accumulation and distribution, if you will, is that if it's being distributed, then nobody wants to buy it, then you're getting a sell-off. That's in my interpretation of things here. If it's being accumulated, then any weakness is being bought on any weakness. So in this case, I would say it's probably accumulated, is being accumulated here. So in this case, we are going to just because of the political situation, we're going to sell right below the 109.19 or 109.20. This is where we're going to sell, and we're going to place our stop above the market side 150. We are going to be buying above the 109.80. This is going to be our buying point, and we're going to place our stop below the market side. We're going to use the market side on either side of the trade. So for the Aussie dollar, we are going to be buyers above 1.0977, and our stop is going to be below 109, which is the market side 51. My short is going to be below 109.20, and my stop is going also to be the market side. I'm using both. I'm just because the market is in the no man's land. This is an aggressive short. My structure long, I'm just gonna make it 110 because there is no, it's nothing but it's all-time high, so it's nothing but air. And my structure short is still the 103.89, so my structure short is still as is. Alright, so for the Aussie dollar, we are going to be buying above the 109.77. We're going to place our stop below the structure point, the market side. We're going to go short below the 109.20, and we're going to place our stop above the market side in either case. Okay, and this is the stop is the 109.51. it is the long and the short stop, and my structure short is the 103.89. the structure long is the 111. It's just something I picked up the air because there is nothing more than this is all-time high over here. Okay, so this is the Aussie dollar. Let me save that.